An outpost can have up to 5 internal factories. They enable you to construct stations, ships, weapons, shields or missiles from different materials. Station and ship factories are flexible because they are already unlocked for all outposts. You just need to get the required material and you can start building. Most civilian ships like traders or explorers can be used without any additional equipment. But all military ships need weapons and shields to be effective. You won't find very much of this equipment for sale. Access to a steady laser and shield supply is the biggest hurdle you have to overcome during your early game. Missile production is quite optional, but you really need the laser and shield manufacture perks. They are a requirement for fleet production. Both internal outpost factories can only be unlocked by spending perk points in the administration section. You don't need to unlock weapon and shield production right away. In fact, you may even want to avoid getting both in your starting sector. By running multiple outpost factories in a single sector, your population's workforce will be split between all ongoing projects. This slows your production down once you are able to maintain a fairly consistent resource supply. The main pillars of your empire are ship, station, weapon and shield production. Your proto-empire will be complete once you have all of them sorted out somehow. Ship production is generally the slowest of these four. You should plan to use a sector with a high population limit exclusively for ship production. You will most likely already have to build some ships in your first sector. But this absolutely doesn't also need to be your first specialized shipyard. You can buff any shipyard outpost with the engine tuning perk. It makes all ships go faster. For Mayhem 3 I can highly recommend this. Speed is king, especially in the early game. Producing the shields for a ship is often a lot faster than producing its weapons. A dedicated outpost only for laser production, just like the one for ships, could be very useful. But weapon production is usually quite a bit faster than ship production, so using the highest population sector for a shipyard outpost will increase your fleet building speed more. There will be times in which you would also like to produce stations very fast. But you will eventually stop building any more stations because you've reached all support limits. There is a station production cost reduction perk. This is especially useful if you unlock it early when you have most of your station building ahead of you. But you don't need it in your first sector. The benefits are more useful on the more expensive stations, which you often construct only later into the game. As I said, shield production is usually very fast. A high population is not required, and you can safely combine your shield factory with other production lines on the same outpost. Try to get your weapon and your shield production unlocked once you have claimed 3 or maybe 4 sectors at the latest, but only if you are sitting in a very safe spot. If you can already see frequent pirate raids or xenon patrols, then you are going to need a small fleet really early. In this case, I recommend that you get the laser and shield production perks even sooner, like a shield factory on your first and a laser factory on your second sector. Believe me, if you skip on these 2 perks for too long and use up all your perk points, it will get really ugly really fast.